Oh, hell yeah, brother. Welcome to the podcast. Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man as voted by a bowling ball. Shout out to everyone who tuned in live today, Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. We got Dirt Bike Boy, Keith Skates, Julie Fett, Alex G, Grease Dog, OG Mickey, iBook Boy, Captain Canuck, Infamy, Julie X Fat, Keith Skates, Ifu Same. I'm sure I said a lot of those names twice. That's because I want to feel like more people are watching. Not a lot of viewers today. We are off to a little bit of a late start, but that's okay. That's what happens. You know what? The less people there are, the more love that we get to share. Or at least that's what I'm going to tell myself. We did not advertise the podcast today. We haven't done it actually for a few weeks, but for some reason the numbers were better last week. Also, last week we had a really short podcast, and I told you guys I'd make it up to you, but I'm not. I'm not going to make up shit. It's going to be another shitty short podcast. The news? Okay. Some of you guys don't watch live, so maybe you're not familiar. Let me catch you guys up. Usually the first half of me going live, we would call like the pre-show. It's before the actual podcast that you're listening to right now. And what I do during the pre-show is I look around for articles that I think are interesting or articles that we can laugh at. And the first website I go to, every fucking article is about the school. Oh, school's gonna open up. Oh, there's new school rules. Oh, there's a new school coach. And I'm like, this is news? I can't hear about some new law or something, or this guy crashed his car, or this person can't spell an article right. We can't do anything today. All I can do is tell you guys about my life. And my life has been really uneventful lately. Although, I'm sure a lot of you guys saw, today's video was a setup video. I was setting up my skateboard and mainly just venting. I was venting to the world. I no longer have a girlfriend. And just this, that small thing like this breakup is now like, it's brought up all these other negative feelings about like YouTube and having a job. And then we just watched this documentary called What's Up Fat Lip earlier in the week. We watched it live on Twitch, and it's just about this guy who kind of had everything, and then over the course of a year everything was kind of taken away. And that's kind of like what's been on my mind so much lately. So with all that shit on my brain, not a lot of time to go out and have fun and make jokes, although I do have a couple jokes for later in the podcast. First thing I noticed today, though, this video went live, 5 hours ago. And there's been so much positivity, so much support in the comments. Hey, Steve, hey, Ninja, you got it. Things will be cool, blah, blah, blah. And I dig it. I even got some text messages from my friends like, hey, dude, I watched your video. If you ever want to talk about this shit, just hit me up. And a lot of people have been saying that. It always makes me feel awkward, like you don't know what to say back. Like this dude, Aaron, the other night, he was like, hey, listen, man, you don't have to hit me up like only to get drunk and gambling. He's like, you could just hit me up to go cook some food or something. I'm like, okay, cool. And I never know how to respond. And I know what they're doing is they're just trying to reach out and say, hey, listen, man, you have friends. But it's so weird. It's such a weird emotion to be like, oh, okay, thanks, man. Am I supposed to hug you now? I never know exactly like what do I do? Thank you for reaching out, but this makes me feel fucking awkward. It's kind of like when people can't take a compliment. I think I'm one of those guys. If you give me a compliment on something that I don't care about, right? Like skating, for example. Hey, look, you're really good at skating. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, I guess. Like, I know I'm not really that good. You just fucking suck. Like, that's how my brain reacts. I take their compliment, turn it around into the opposite, and then say fuck you back to them in those situations. Because, you know, you just told me something that you're not that knowledgeable about, and you're just, like, buttering me up. But if somebody was like, hey, you're pretty good at Mario, I'd be like, thanks, man, I fucking earned it. Yeah, like, I will gladly accept that compliment. When we're skating, I don't have that same, that same opinion. But that's been going on. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting. And I was ready. I was hawking the comments. I was just waiting for somebody to be like, "Oh, here goes Ninja acting like a bitch today." And I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait to just ban the fuck out of this dude." But it never came. No one was negative at all in the comments. So it's nice to feel loved. It's nice to have that support. And we're going to be fine. You know what I mean? I'm saying that like I truly know that we're going to be fine. It's just these are like the worst days to have to go through some shit. Because all day long I talk on Twitch. I go hang out with my friends. I hang out with the dog. And everything's cool. Then I start to go to sleep. And I'm like, I get weirdly like bitter and angry. So that's still going on. Waiting for all this to just pass, you know? I have to get all this shit through my system. And then we can start to rebuild. But like I said in today's video, something that's really helping me and maybe could help you guys is just focus on some small activities and tasks. Like doing all my laundry. I always have like laundry to do. All my pants, all my shirts, all my bed sheets and pillowcases. Boom. Okay, motherfucker, you were gonna do your laundry anyways. You were gonna do it anyways. But these little things, it's like, okay, here's a task to do. You know, my only hobbies these days are skateboarding and Mario. And those aren't really like as productive as they could be, right? Compared to doing something like going in the backyard, cleaning up a bunch of dog shit. Of course, you're going to clean dog shit eventually, but why not just not procrastinate? One more thing to get your mind off whatever negativity might be there. Maybe vacuum the front yard. Just little things. Little things like that. I also started doing like this meal prep. I told you guys I'm trying to get in shape. A few days ago, we even did a workout on stream where I fucking had 8 heart attacks and almost died. It was the worst. But it makes me feel good in the end. I did something productive. I entertained some Twitch people. It was a good time. I took a lot of chicken thighs, put them in the slow cooker. Did I say vacuum the front yard? Vacuum the front room, not vacuum the front yard. Now I'm actually on meth. Now I'm just a meth head, just vacuuming my front yard. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I'm glad somebody called it out here on the live Twitch chat, because I guarantee you there's someone watching this on YouTube 3 days from now just waiting to be like, "This fucking idiot said vacuum the front yard. You said it wrong, idiot," at minute number 8, second 43. It's not like I can go back and edit it in. What was I even talking about? The food prep. Did I put all these chicken thighs in a slow cooker? I cooked some beans. Not a big fan of the beans, but somebody here actually on Twitch told me beans are really healthy for you. So I got pinto beans, kidney beans, black beans, just nothing but fucking beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So let's eat beans for every meal. You guys remember that when you're a kid saying some dumb shit like that? So I got all these fucking beans. I threw the beans in the slow cooker, slow cooked the beans with the chicken, threw some spices on there, some super hot sauce. Boom, now we have spicy chicken that took no effort at all to create. I made asparagus, just real basic asparagus. I didn't like slather it down with butter the way I usually would. Asparagus, beans, rice, something else I made that was green. Broccoli. Threw all this shit in one big dumb Tupperware. And I'll tell you what, it's not a looker. It doesn't look like no Gordon Ramsay, Bobby Flay, Guy Fieri bullshit. Absolutely not. But it tastes A-okay. I even put some spinach on top. And I don't really eat at home like to enjoy the meal. I've never really been like, oh, I have to like really enjoy this meal I'm making. I have to enjoy it so much. If I eat something that's not that good, I just continue eating it. Even at like a restaurant, if I get like the wrong shit, I'm sure there's been multiple times where I'll be like, I want French fries, and they'll bring mashed potatoes or something, and I'll just be like, all right, well, I guess God decided that I'm having mashed potatoes today. And I'll just eat it, you know, not a big deal. It's all gonna end up in the same fucking place anyways. But we've been doing the meal prep, and we've been doing the workouts, and we've been doing the boot camp. We've been working hard at it. Although I did take yesterday off. Here is my plan. I told the world that every time I drank a 211, I would have to earn this. Saving Private Ryan style. earn this 211, child. So every time I drink a 211, I was going to have to do some type of workout. Yesterday, I fucking didn't. Okay, I'm already failed. Day number 2 of getting in shape, I've already failed. But really not that big of a deal. It could very much be worse. So that's what's going on in my life. Some ups, some downs. You know what? As Fedor Emelianenko once said, the man who does not fall down can't stand up. Something like that. I don't know if it translates the same way. I think he said it in like Russian. The man who can't stand up never sits down. Whatever it is. So I was thinking also in my weird nighttime thoughts, I was thinking how funny it was that back in the day, you guys remember Bam Margera? He was in CKY or he was in Jackass, and he woke up. You guys remember the classic skit? Well, guys, today I woke up and I feel like beating my dad's ass all day long. If you haven't seen it, just Google it or something. He runs into his dad's room and starts slapping him. Slap, 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 slap. And then it goes later in the day. His dad's doing something else. He runs up, slap, 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 slap. Just starts slapping him. And the dad's like, why are you doing this? Which also, what a weird dynamic. Let's stop for a second. What a weird dynamic that this exists on Earth. That you can just run in and like slap the shit out of your dad without actually being killed. Not that I grew up with a dad, but I know that if I did some weird shit like that to my mom when I was a kid, she would actually kill me. I would just go missing. I'd be a missing person. I would be dismembered and buried in the backyard next to some concrete, and that would be the end of it. If I did some dumb shit like that, it would be 24 away. First 48 would try to look for me. They'd give up, and then I would just be dead. And then, yeah, Julie says Phil's shitting on the toilet. Bam runs in, starts beating his ass on the toilet. And I thought, wow, that's so crazy that ever happened. But then I thought what would be funny is what if instead he's like, what's up, guys? I'm Bam Margera, and today I feel like beating my cat's ass all day long. And then ran up to like the family cat and just started kicking the shit out of it, animal abuse style. And first off, I think it's hilarious to compare beating your dad to beating up the family cat. I think it's fucking hilarious. But it makes me laugh more. This is what's fucked up. It makes me laugh more that there's some people out there that think that that's not funny at all. I guarantee you, if I would have said this in front of a bigger audience, that one person would go, that's not fucking funny, man. That's not fucking funny. I have a family cat. He's 14 years old. It's not fucking funny. Cats have anxiety, and the cat would be really scarred for life. Not funny. Animal abuse is not funny. And that makes it so much funnier. Because the first thing you did was you pictured a cat getting the shit knocked out of him. You pictured it, and then you said, nope, I can't support this. And you self-regulated your own head and then took it out. I guarantee there's going to be someone in the comments like, this is not fucking funny, man. Beating a cat up is not funny. Even on Jackass. I'm like, what? This is a show where they put a sock on this dude's dick and made a snake bite it. You turned a snake gay, but I can't beat a cat's ass? Wow. Nice job, Mr. Hypocrite. It just seems funny, dude. And then if you really picture it, him like the cat's just in the litter box, like trying to enjoy a nice little pee-pee or a little doo-doo, then just slap the shit out of the cat. Meow! Fuck you. It's so stupid. This is what I think of late at night. This is why I can't sleep. Things like this. It really shouldn't be like this, man. It's a blessing and a curse. It's definitely a blessing and a curse. You want to know how terrible I was, though? As a kid, there was all these cats running around the neighborhood, and there still are cats. And some of them were like half inside cats, half outside cats, right? The cats go outside, they play around, whatever they do. Then they go inside, and they're people cats. So these kind of stray cats, you walk up to him, and you could pet one for a little bit, and he'd be like, I'm like, oh, cool cat, cool cat. I remember on multiple occasions, I went and grabbed a cat just wandering the neighborhood. Grabbed him, hi kitty, and then threw him onto the neighbor's roof multiple times. The cat always was fine, and I'm I'm blessed that no neighbor ever saw this happening, because I'd go straight to fucking prison. But I just remember multiple times I would just throw this cat, you know, 10 feet in the air to land on a roof, and then I would just be like, well, now there's a cat on the roof. like I'm funny or whatever. And then I think to myself, you know what, dude? If I ever end up in prison for some crazy violent crime, they're going to bring back this podcast and say, you know what? We had all the warning signs. We had all the warning signs. Well, good. You guys had all the warning signs and you still couldn't stop me, motherfucker. All right, so Bam Margera beat the shit out of a cat. We did some food prep. Speaking of cats, this will actually just be the cat episode. I started to rewatch a documentary called Don't Fuck with Cats. Don't F with Cats. It's on Netflix. And it starts off... I remember I watched the first episode maybe like a year ago. And we never watched the second episode. I was really interested in it, but we never got around to watching the second episode. Got my Netflix open yesterday. It pops up. I'm like, you know what? I'll go back and I'll watch it again. I'll see what happens. I watched, I think, 3 of the 4 episodes. I still don't know what happens yet. Don't spoil it. But it's about this guy who tortures animals and films it. And then eventually he tortures a human being and films it, and then the rest of the documentary is about them trying to track him down. And I don't know what's going to happen to him, but it's really, really interesting because this guy kind of like leaves these breadcrumbs, and they call them breadcrumbs. He keeps like snitching on himself and letting people know what country he's in and where he's going, and he has all these different aliases and fake names and fake passports. And he's just like, where on earth is Carmen Sandiego? I don't know, somewhere probably torturing the shit out of a cat. And that's the whole documentary. And it's really interesting. So if no one's seen it, man. It also, you know how sick I am? Speaking of like the future serial killer vibe. They say that all these videos are online. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Do I want to look up this video? Do I want to see this cat dying? No. But I'm watching a whole documentary about a viral video of a guy who tortured a cat. I feel like if I want to really understand the documentary for science, I got to see the cat dying. I haven't clicked it. I'm not even going to look it up because I know it's going to really bum me out. But I'm sitting there the whole time, just late at night, just eating popcorn, stuffing my fat face, going, I'm watching this whole documentary, man. It would really help me understand what this shit is about if I knew what this whole documentary was based on. I'm not gonna fucking watch it. I think it would make me too fucking angry. Every once in a while, I'll wander off onto one of those like crazy banned like video sites where it's just nothing but killing and horrible accidents and car crashes. And I get like 3 videos in and I'm like, nope, this is gonna fucking make me sad. This is gonna make me fucking just feel bad. Nope, click off. And then a few days later, I'll run into Ride Dog and be like, dude, I was on one of those crazy websites, man. I saw this dude's fucking head fly off during a motorcycle accident. And I'm like, sounds cool, man, but I can't do it. Can't do it. Which leads me to wonder, there's all these, in the documentary, there's all these people that just go online and watch fucked up videos. And then they try to solve the case. I get it that you guys are kind of like heroes or like pet detectives or something, but you're really online just watching animal death video all day long, and at some point you just said, yep, I'm gonna become a fake detective. Maybe you're just a sick fuck. Maybe you're a sick fuck and this is how you defend it. Sit there all day watching these horrible videos and go, well, it's okay, I'm pretending I'm a detective. I'm just pretending I'm a detective, so I'm allowed. I'm actually investigating right now. Maybe not. Maybe you're just a fucking terrible person. Keith says, I'll watch the fucked up videos, but I don't do the investigation work. Well, then you don't have to lie to yourself about why you're watching these videos. You're watching them because you're in a fucked up mood. You want to see a cat drown, you piece of shit. I hope I don't get kicked off fucking YouTube and Twitch for talking about this. They say don't laugh about this stuff. And it's fucked up that I brought up this documentary right after making a joke about beating a cat's ass. The timing is actually terrible for me right now. I promise you I don't have anything against any animals. I have a dog, which is much better than a cat. Actually, my dog would beat the shit out of a cat. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Actually, a cat would fuck my dog up. He's such a pussy. Anyways, enough about animal abuse. Hopefully I didn't just inspire someone to go watch any terrible videos. Man, is there a streaming service? I'm just kidding. Oh, it's not funny, man. It's not funny. I do wish we had some news articles to go over, but we don't. One thing we forgot to do, though, is a trivia question, and then we'll probably be done with the podcast. This was another quick podcast, guys. When life's not interesting, I can't be either. I can't create an interest out of nothing. Who wants a free sticker pack? Raise your hands. Well, all you have to do is answer this trivia question correctly, and if there's anyone in here who doesn't know the answer to this, I'm going to come to your house and beat the shit out of you. Very simple trivia question. All you have to do is type the answer in the chat. First one I see who gets it right gets a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack mailed directly to the United States address of their choosing. You like the way I said that, huh? Here's the question. What is the perfect score in golf? No, I'm kidding. What is the perfect score in bowling? Let's say you hit, what is it, like 13 strikes or 12? I actually don't know. Man, I've seen this dumbass shit, Alley Cat Strike Disney fucking movie so many times. Back in the day, made no goddamn sense. I still to this day have no idea how bowling is scored. I've been bowling, I promise you, probably 300-400 times. I've probably bowled like 1,000 games. I still have no clue how it works. I feel like it's something along the lines of like, if you hit a strike, it counts as 10, and then now your next strike is worth extra, because if you hit a bunch of strikes in a row, it makes it, the score goes higher. I don't know. Sometimes the screen don't even know your score. It just says, "Fuck me, dude. I don't know yet." Actually, you gotta give me some time. And then after a few more bowls, it finally knows your score. I don't understand how it works. Anyways, the first person to get the question right was Keith Skates. He said 300. He can either accept this prize or give it to someone else. Dick Maximus says turkey. Wrong. Nick Maple says 450. That was Juventud Guerreras finishing move, the 450. Grease Dog says 300. Right. iBook Boy says 121. What the fuck kind of weird UK European fucking bowling are you talking about? Lars Ostrander says par. Dick Maximus says triple turkey. Keith said, I used to have a 210 average, but I never got a 300. I told you guys I met this dude the other day. Well, I knew him. I knew him from a previous bar. And then that bar got shut down. And then I saw him at another bar a few weeks ago. And I was like, damn, dude, I remember you. Like, you were really into bowling. He holds up his hand. He has a ring on it that says 300. He's like, yeah, I got this ring. I'm really into bowling. And I'm like, that's fucking cool, man. And I was so drunk, I was like, dude, I got to get into bowling right now. Because if that fucking guy can get a ring, I can definitely get a ring. So I made this whole plan. I was like, yeah, dude, I got his number. I'm like, dude, I'm going to call you tomorrow. You can, like, check out my form. We can go bowling. You can help me to become a fucking beast. And then I'll get my ring. And he's like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then I just never called him ever again. So fucking stupid, man. One day I bowled a 242. I'll never forget this. And none of my friends will ever forget it either. Shit-faced drunk. Shit-faced drunk 242. I hit like 7 strikes in a row. If you gave me all day long, I would never be able to do it again. But it's the highlight of bowling. In fact, I'll be bringing it up. No one asked. No one cares. No one has ever cared. But they'll be like, yeah, I got a fucking... I'll bowl a 130. And I'll go, yeah, that's okay, but one time I got 242. And everyone's like, yeah, but not right now. Right now you did 130. You fuck. You hit 3 gutter balls, you piece of shit. No one cares about your magical one-time only lifetime achievement award of 242. Fucking bowling, man. Classic drunk talk. I'm better when I'm drunk. Anyways, that's all I got for today's podcast. I know it was kind of short. We will still do a short post show, but I have some errands to run. I have to take, I got some cargo shorts. First pair of shorts I've ever bought in my life that aren't like basketball shorts. I bought 2 pair. One was from the brand called Lee, like Lee jeans, Lee pants, Lee. Motherfucker, I don't know why it's so weird when I say Lee. And then the other brand was Amazon brand. And I'll give you one guess as to which one I'm sending back. That's right, the Amazon pants are going back. They just feel cheap and shitty. But that's what happens. I don't know what I expected. They were like, I think the one pair was like 18 bucks. The one pair was 21 bucks. I had to send back the cheapies, man. They weren't worth it at all. Anyways, let me get a shout out from everyone who's still here, even though it was such a short podcast. Shout out to Keith Skates, iBook Boy UK, Dirt Bike Boy, Dick Maximus, Lars Ostrander, Greasy Dog, Keith Skates, OG Mickey, Captain Canuck. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in here. Alex G. That's all I got. You know, if my life's not that interesting and the news only wants to talk about dumbass school shit, then we might as well just look forward to short podcasts. But you know what? Summer's coming up. I'm changing my life, right? I'm on track to becoming a better version of me. And I very much appreciate all the support from you guys and all the love I've been feeling these past couple days. It's nice. It's reassuring. Makes me feel good. And it makes me feel good. What is that from? Waterboy? Anyways, if you missed the podcast, it will also come out on YouTube on Sunday. We also release the podcast on iTunes and Podbean. So iTunes, Podbean, and YouTube. If you guys want to tune in live, it's better. It's better to do it. Twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. Every single Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure to vacuum your front yards. Tune in live. Give me some money. Shout out to J-Rock for his subscribe and Captain Canuck for his generosity. And that's it. You guys have a great weekend. Don't drink too much, but don't drink too little. I'm gonna go vacuum my front yard and throw a cat on a roof.